Celebrating half a century of serving an island community with the people who dedicated their lives to service.
And tonight's special celebration gave Sanibel a first-hand look at just how much has changed over the last 50 years with stories from the men and women who spent time transforming the public safety community on the island. The Night Beat's Haley Zarconi joins us now live from Sanibel.
And Haley, you spoke with one of the island's first police officers.
That's right. Raymond Rhodes was Sanibel Island's first patrolman back in 1975. He and I sat down before he went to sit on tonight's panel, and he tells me that the good old days of keeping the island safe gave him a lot to look back on. Long before you could call 911 in an emergency, before you could drive over the causeway.
Well, I remember the old island back when it was a ferry.
These first responders worked to keep Sanibel Island safe. 50 years later, they're sharing their stories.
When I go back to my day, we're rookies. We're all out of the academy. I mean, come on.
Two brother-in-laws, both a part of the Sanibel Police Department in the 1970s.
I was hired as the first patrolman in 1975. We didn't even have police badges at the time, so the sheriff came over and deputized us, and it was basically building everything from scratch.
And I think of the days being isolated, one person on the shift. We didn't have backup, and we had many issues dealing with drugs, all kinds of drugs.
Fighting fires, crime, responding to calls that they'll never forget.
I tell you, there are just so many things now that later in life would not have seemed important then, but do now.
It was a reunion worthy of filling every chair.
I'm just happy to see some of the old guard. I see some of them walking in I have not seen in years, so it's good from that, and it really takes me back.
I was interested to hear that traffic on island is not a new issue, and that it wasn't any less rowdy to sit in back in the day, and that's what these police officers, or former police officers, told me tonight. Law enforcement personnel as well as other emergency services personnel were recognized tonight, along with those who've passed on and weren't able to make it here in person. It was a tribute for the ages. On the Night Beat, Haley Zarconi, Wink News.
Haley, thank you. Well, you can't put a price on safety. That's what Fort Myers Mayor Kevin Anderson says after the city's new police station project is estimated to cost $140 million. That's up about $120 million from their previous project.
The original project was somewhat of a remodel in addition.